Columbus, Ohio. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quick give. It's Jackson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Say it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Sayin. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They need a huge play on third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
On his way back from the 20. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was...
The snap to the up man. They'll fake it. They'll knock him down, but he moves it. And the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt.
Snags it and he's open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Finds his man. It's Marsh. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. The ride. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They give it to him again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. Down he goes, but for the 2nd time on this drive, they move the sticks on 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Cuts it upfield. It's Jackson. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Saying, look out! It's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Stepping to the right. The throw. Lucky to get it off.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Richard. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that throws the whack.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henry were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck from the 2.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, say it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quarterback changing the play. Sayin back to the air. Snags it. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Under pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Martin. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Sayin to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Plows his way ahead. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
And Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Turning it on! Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Say it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Drops back, it's Sayin. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 16, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Wolfpack coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Goes high to pull it in. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Fresh set of downs going up top. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Richard.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Zayn. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Taken down.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
3rd and long right here. Zayn from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barrel in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the right. Caught, it's Beal. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking deep. Upstairs, he's got it.
And the QB finds this guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The snap sets up to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Finds the tight end. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick give. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, say it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Gashing the deal. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the...
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Hoover. Rush right in his face. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking for a big play. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Keeps it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Richard. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
That keeps the score. Ohio State 38, Indiana 28.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Becker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single-covered, double-covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Preston. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Play fake, Julian Sayed. On the run, fires downfield. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the edge. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's going to get loose. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The run inside. It's Richard. He'll be dropped. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Going for the big play. He's got it down the field.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that